Okay, so before I get started talking about the new module, I wanted to bring to your attention this is on our homepage. We do have a technical assistant available on campus for this course, and you can see right here on our homepage, I added this link. He is available on Thursdays from 1 to 6 in room 221. I know a number of people in the class might also take classes on campus, so you might want to take advantage of this, or some people, even though your online students might live close enough to campus, all you have to do is stop in room C221. He's there. You can work on projects, you can ask him questions on projects, or ask him questions on any of the course material. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about that before I start talking about the new module. Okay, so our new module, making decisions. Um, I'll go through this, but first I just want to talk about decision statements in general. Up to this point in time, what we've done is we are executing sequential programs. It starts at the beginning of main and starts working its way through sequentially through each and every statement. So now we're going to be looking at decisions where we can check some conditions, like if something is true, I'll execute some statements. If it's false, I don't have to execute any statements, or if it's false, I might execute a different series of statements. So it's the first time we'll be introducing anything that gets away from that sequential flow of the program. All right, so I'm going to go through the module. This is just a video that you're watching now. As always, we have our module at a glance. Just make this look nicer for you guys. Okay, where it tells you a little bit about what we're going to be doing, the student learning outcomes for this particular module, how you'll meet them, and there's always a link to the course schedule. Okay. Our lecture material, um, pretty much the same. There's one small change here. You'll notice as I scroll through the lecture material, right? And you guys know that this is chapter 4, section 1 and 2, right? You should be working your way through the textbook as well with using this as a guideline. Some of these videos have files attached with them, and what you should be doing in that case is you should be running those files to see how they work. So the very first link here is how to run the sample programs, um, really for the whole entire class. Remember, you can't just double click on the file name below. It'll open up, but you can't run it. It has to be in a project first. So this video shows you how to create a project, how to add the file to the project, and when you're done with it, how to remove it, and how to add a different file so you can, um, run these sample programs. Okay, and our assignment folder is going to follow the same format as it always does. Assignment for part 1 is from the textbook. The assignment solution file will be posted the next morning after the due date, and my programming lab assignment. So you just complete all the questions that are available to you in chapter 4. Also keep in mind that the solution file for my programming lab, you can go back in, again, the day after the due date. It's at like 6 a.m. it opens up, and you can check the correct answers for any of my programming lab questions. The discussion, this is also a little bit different, so I want to talk about this. You're going to be answering questions, and you can see in this discussion question A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way through, right? Goes through here, and each student has to answer a question. So it's very important that you follow the instructions. The title of your post should be the question. If you're answering this question, question A, the title of your post should be question A. Everybody has to answer a different question. So this is a way for a student to see what questions have already been answered so they can choose, choose a different question. And also include the original post in your question. So if you're answering question A, this will be the title, and just, oops, sorry, copy and paste the question into your response. This way people can just see it right in your response. They don't have to click back and look at the discussion question if they would like to respond to you. Okay? So as far as the response goes, you do have to respond to another student. Let them know if their answer is, if you believe it to be correct. So if somebody posts something and another student responds, it's correct, and it looks correct to everybody, don't keep other people's responses cannot say, yes, it's correct, yes, it's correct, yes, it's correct. Once it's been deemed to be correct, that's it. The only exception here is if somebody says it's correct, but it's not, you can post again on that, okay? If it's not correct, you should write some C++ code to show them how to fix it. So it is possible for more than one student to respond if there's still errors in the code, and that's okay. Okay, our project, I've just added a couple of links in here. Make sure that you're not copying from anybody else. All of your work should be your own. You can read the information on that. What to do if you cannot get your project to work. If you can't get it to work, it's better to turn it in late and working than on time and not working. You can get assistance from me. If you're having a problem, you send me an email with your CPP file attached. I'll get back to you with corrections. Um, I'd just like to reiterate, if you need help, don't submit. Some people are submitting and then there's a comment box and you'll put I need help. I don't look at that until about a week after the due date. So please don't do that. If you have any questions, you can contact me. Oops, sorry, I just got to the wrong spot here. Okay. So the project is here. These projects are getting longer, and they're going to take you more time. Make sure that you're starting a couple days before the due date so you have time to work on it and you have time to ask questions if you need to. Okay, and lastly, the quiz in here, will open up on Wednesday, October 26th. For this chapter, there's a lot of material. I will be posting some quiz review material a few days before the quiz opens. So once I post that review material for you, I will send out an announcement so that you're aware that it's there. Okay, we're going to go to our calendar. All right, all of the due dates for the current module are here. Some people are missing due dates. You have to think about it this way. In this class, work is due on Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So you got to be checking the calendar for those days. On Fridays, the assignments are due. The discussion initial post is always due. On Monday, the response to the discussion is due. Projects are due on Tuesday and the quiz is on Wednesday. I'm following the same format. In our last module, the discussion response wasn't due until Tuesday, and that's only because Monday was the Columbus Day holiday. But every module, assignments and discussion posts are due on Friday. Discussion response are due on Monday. Projects are due on Tuesday, and quizzes are on Wednesday. So please keep that in mind, and please keep checking your calendar. Okay, as always, if you have any questions, all you need to do is send me an email and let me know. Okay, and again, there's a lot of material here. Things are starting to get a little more difficult, so please start working right away and don't wait till the last minute. Okay.